Y'all already know what it is. AllRapKind podcast. It's a special day today, baby. Stop hating entertainment, baby.
It's a fact.
One of the best up and coming battle rappers in the game right now, baby.
I try, man.
Kid Tony.
Yo,
What's up, baby, bro?
what's up?
Yeah, man. And it's different right now. I got my son in the back. I got my baby mom in the back. I got a performance today, so, you know, we out here vibing, kicking it, you know, real life shit.
Right.
Kid Tony, man. Glad you here today, bro. We gotta talk about the battle rap scene, man. It's only right.
Let's talk about it.
What's going on with this smack start rating niggas like 2K?
Yeah, that's like a phenomenon that's going on right now. So it's like everybody leagues and home leagues and all that is rating the battle rappers on some 2K shit. Like yo, this nigga is 77, he's a 65, he's an 83. Like, I don't know.
So who at the top of the food chain? Who got the highest rating?
If I had to say who had the highest rating, it'd probably be Twerk, man.
Shout out to New Jersey Twerk.
It'd probably be New Jersey Twerk, man. Either him, Rum Nitty, or Sean, man. One of those three.
So who at the bottom of the food chain?
Listen, man.
Ooh, put the pressure on
bottom.
it. Early hot seat question type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't see that. All right, see with the bottom, that's more so preference. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like you got somebody that's not trash. You just don't listen to him like Cortez. I don't listen to Cortez, so I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Cortez hot though.
He hot, but it's like a lot of Cortez battles is like irrelevant. Like the battles that he's snapping, it's like nobody cares about. Like what I'm saying? Like just like John hot to me, but I could care less about a John.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just certain battlers like you could just care less about these battles because it's like they hot, but it's like I don't know. It's like you just battle people just to battle them. Like
Yeah, that's a fact. So let me ask you another question pertaining to battle rap. Who you feel like got the best battle of 2019?
best battle of 2019.
Yes.
I don't know. It might have to be Verb and Lux.
Verb and Lux?
Might have to be Verb
That
and
was a
Lux.
good joint.
That was a real good joint. It might have to be Verb and Lux.
Shout out to Verb, man. Like, you know what's crazy? Like, a year or two ago, everybody's like, man, I ain't effing with him, I ain't messing with him.
I was
like,
always fucking with Verb.
we always talk
Yeah.
about battle rap and things of that nature. I felt like he got smoked a lot of times, but
He did.
it's just crazy how things came around to him battling fucking
Mook and Lux.
Mook and Lux, and now he's considered like God tier status.
Yep.
Like he top tier status now, like God tier status. He's always top tier, nigga.
Yep. But
You know
now
what I'm
he
saying?
got to, and that just goes to show like what people gotta understand, like winning and losing, it's a thing, but sometimes it don't matter. Like winning and losing don't matter. Like if you could, you know what I mean, like pack the building. If people gonna watch your battles, like you get views, you gonna pack the building, they always gonna book you, no matter who, because they're gonna be like, yo, 9 times out of 10, I know this guy has high classic potential. Every time I put him on a car, it's a potential. He's gonna give me a classic, timeless battle. And that's what Verb would do. Whether Verb win or lose, people can't say Verb never fought. Or he didn't fight nobody. Like that's the thing. You got people out here that'll battle Lil Jimmy on the block knowing that they better than Lil Jimmy. I'm not gonna battle Lil Jimmy if I know I'm better than Lil Jimmy. Like,
Right, that's a fact.
so
That's
it's
a
like
fact.
that, and that's what people do, man, because people get so caught up on the record thinking, oh no, I gotta have all wins. Like, nah. You got somebody, like I said, shout out to Surf. Surf is considered top of the food chain. Surf got almost all debateables.
And Mook, stop ducking him.
Mook definitely ducking him. Too,
Stop
man.
ducking him,
Mook
man.
definitely ducking him. But it's like you got somebody like Surf that have mad debatables. But then you got somebody like Danny Myers, a young cannon that win all the time, but it don't matter.
It don't matter.
So it's like
And
wins
they-
aren't
and they
everything.
high.
Yeah, and they high. But it's like
High
wins
as shit.
ain't everything. So it's like, you know. But you know, those are the people that don't got the star power or, you know what I mean, the classic ability to where it's like, yeah, you worry about your wins because it's like if you don't win,
Yeah.
people not gonna care. So it's like, you know.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. That's a fact. Shout out to Smack. I see you doing this thing with the URL app.
Yep.
Smack been holding it down for a long time with
Long
battle rap.
time.
A very, very long time. We're proud of you, man. I love battle rap. Besides Smack though, who the next up to take over the world with battle rap though? Like who you like? What leagues you like? Where would you battle at?
I would definitely battle on RBE. Like,
Shout out to RBE.
shout out to RBE. I battle on We Go Hard.
What about King of the Dot?
King of the Dot? Yeah, I would do King of the Dot. It's like that wouldn't be. It's like King of the Dot wouldn't be a first choice. Cause I feel like it's harder trying to translate to a King of the Dot crowd than you would like a Smack or RBE crowd.
Yeah, but
I would take it for the challenge to be like, all right, let me see if I can. I mean, get busy over here. Like my shit.
I like that King of the Dot chain over around your neck, man.
Yeah,
I like that. It's a shout out to the Philly guys that actually had that chain at one point in time. Philly swing.
Yeah, wrong.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Philly, man. How you feel like, since we talking about Philly too, how you feel about the Philly battle rap scene, man?
Man,
Man,
honestly,
he gave us a flat tire too.
Yeah, because it's like I love it, but it's like at the same time, like certain people, like we just gotta stop with the backbiting and lowballing people, man, and just throwing dirt on people's name, man. Like what people gotta understand sometimes with battle rap, it just goes to show like if somebody got the glow at that time, you gotta let them rock with the glow. Like shout out to Butter from the block.
Shout out to Butter, man.
You know
He's definitely doing his one too.
Exactly, like Butter doing this thing. He trying to kick the door in so a lot of other people from Philly could come in and do their thing. But you'll have people that are really, oh no, Butter ain't do nothing, man. Butter ain't
that's
really
corny,
that,
man.
And that it shouldn't be like that because it's like regardless of what people gotta understand. When you look at Smack, R.I.P. Tech Nine. Tech Nine was the last one.
Definitely.
Philly that was like really holding it down for Philly. Philly we don't have no top tiers. But everywhere around us, you got Jersey, New York, North
south.
Carolina, you down south, out west, everywhere else got all-stars and battle rap as top tier.
I just think our top tier is a little different because we seen these guys on the headshot era DVD wave, and we still consider them as battle rappers. Understand this, man.
Right, yeah.
That was 2005, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 2019. People have structure in battle rap now. They study game tape like NFL players, like boxing, boxers, just like NBA teams. They watch film on people. They go to YouTube, watch a battle, study your opponents, understand what's there. I'm not saying anybody from Philly don't do that, but what I'm saying is trying to like not to just throw a name out there to discredit them because they are legends. Yeah. In the world, they might not be legends to y'all, but in this city, they legends. Vodka,
right?
NH, even if Cheek Raw wanted to, a K Dot. Y'all gotta understand, this is a different time, different era. Them guys was hot on fucking rap DVDs back then. Nowadays, these niggas is different.
It's not sweet. You can't leave something from battle rap now and the way that it changed, you just come back and feel like, oh, just give me the top person to back. Because I feel like that's what kind of stunted Reed a little bit. Reed came back
too.
When and Cassidy. Like, y'all can't come back and battle somebody that's been doing it consistently for years and that haven't stopped. And they are with the times now. Like, you going to come in, you going to get your head knocked off. You can't just go in there just feeling like, oh, well, fuck it, I'm this person, I'm that person. Like, they've been watching me. Yeah, that's true.
Man,
a lot of people all the time, they'll say, oh yeah, I used to watch Philly niggas all the time.
K-Dot said
like,
the craziest thing. He said, Smack, set it up. I want 50,000. Dot, we know you hot. Smack not giving you 50,000, bro.
Shine and them not even getting 50. I don't even think Surf get 50,000.
50,000? For you to get embarrassed? Not saying he's going to get...
All right, it could potentially happen. Because it's like, if he not up to date on what it is today, like, it's a lot of elements that go into battle rap, man. Like, people think you just show up, scream at somebody, admit you go home. No, like, you gotta have a mental for that too. Like, what you gonna do? You come back, you say something that you done rehearsed over and over, and you feel like, yo, this gonna hit, and then you say it, everybody looking at you like this.
Yeah. Facts. We saw it. We saw what happened to Cassidy, man. And you know what? One thing about Philly, they'll give us a round. Yeah. You know why the fans will give you a round? Because we ain't see you in so long. Reed, we ain't see him in so... Oh, shit, he on the Smack stage now. Boom, we just going to give him his credentials from back in the day, and we going to give him that respect. So anything you say in your first round is preferably hot. You know what I mean? We saw it happen to Reed. We saw it happen to Cass. We seen it happen to Cicero. But it's 3 rounds in the battle. Yeah. You got to stay... I'm talking about to the point that when we was promoting Cassidy and Goods, people like... They was in so much disbelief. They were saying that Cassidy won, and I'm like, yo, y'all gotta be fair, man. We going in the barbershops, we going to the trap, we going out of state. Everybody know he lost, and there's no disrespect to Cassidy, but It's a new time, man. It's a new era, man.
Yeah, because people don't feel like them around can feel like an eternity, bro. Like if I rap, you rap. Let's say the clock is 4 minutes, and you go 4:30, and I don't even hit the 4:40. Let's say I do like 3:40, 3:30 or something like that. People gotta understand like around, cause so let's say I could mess around and get the first, but my first could be so good that people will feel like, yo, I want his second and his third to be like his first. And the minute that it's not, it's damn, he kind of went down. And then you going up, you still got the same energy you had in the first. So it's like I didn't wipe you out in the first. I got the first. I didn't smoke you in the first. I probably edged the first. But your second and third was like your first. And my second and third, I declined. So therefore, you can mess around and like it's a lot of other things you got to realize like that in that shit. Like you can have a fire first and a trash third. And it's like you don't want to have a trash third because a lot of times the third round is the last round that they hear.
That's a fact.
So it's like it's a lot of different things. Like it's elements to that to where besides just showing up and just screaming and and then you leave. Nah, it's a lot more to it than that.
That's a fact. So let's tap into when did Kid Tony first fall in love with battle rap, or when you first started battle rap?
Oh man, when I first started battling, like I always loved battle rap. Like just because it was competitive, to where it's like all right, everybody that rap or ever put words to a piece of paper that felt like, yo, I wrote the hottest shit. So I liked it as in, all right, well, let's find out. Like, what you say against what I say. Let's see who hotter. So the way I started battling, because when I was in school, niggas knew me, you know what I mean, just for regularly rapping on the beat. Niggas be like, let me hear son, give it to him in between classes and shit. Like, you know how that shit go. So we had a little event at school. It was like around Thanksgiving and all that. It was a little potluck joint, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So niggas was chatting and was like, yo, who you think the hottest in the school? So niggas like, yo, I feel like it's Kid Tony, like da-da-da. So niggas like, I don't know, like, I feel like my man Will, shout out to my man Will, young Will, shit. He was like, yo, I feel like my man Will over him. So niggas like, you crazy, nigga, like, you know how niggas be, no, that's my man. They might as well battle. So in my head, I'm like, yo, how the fuck y'all niggas just gonna sign me up for some battle? It's like, the fuck going on? So they asked the nigga Will, he's like, yo, you trying to battle? So spotlight on him. I ain't mad at what he say. It's whatever. So nigga, so I'm like, damn, now I got it. Now I got it. Yeah, now I gotta do this. So
get
my
annihilated.
Head, exactly, but in my head, I'm like, yo, I ain't never do this shit before. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm about to say. Whatever. He's like, oh, let's do this shit right now. So we go in the little computer lab joint. It was like it felt like everybody was in that joint. Everybody phones out and all. You know how I'm sweating. I'm like, oh shit. So they flipped the coin. Luckily, he go first. So I'm like, all right, yeah, he go first. He spit a little 16. The joint was hot. So I'm like, all right, cool. In my head, I'm like, all right, I'm about to just get the edge. I'm about to just freestyle this shit. Whatever come out, it come out. I don't give a fuck. So I freestyle some shit, and I had to show niggas I freestyle. Like I said, it was like a little Thanksgiving potluck joint or whatever, right? So I said some shit. I was like, yeah.
I think I remember this.
Yeah, that's. I was like, yo, I'm like, yo. I was like, I'm hungry. No, I was like, I'm full, but it's crazy you thinking you about to serve me just because we around stuffing mac and cheese, collard greens, and turkey. Right, so niggas was like, all right, so he just named the food. So I'm like, wait, try and get it. I said, if I get the stuffing and fill the mac, put holes in him like Swiss cheese, grab his collar and down for the green, and open through him like when you turn key. That shit showed everything, but I was shocked at myself because I was like, yo, where the fuck did that come from? Like, I didn't prep that shit or nothing.
And what year was that?
That was like 2014, 2015.
You know how much ahead of your time you have to be to sound like that in Philadelphia? Niggas don't sound like, you gotta understand this. Where we from, a lot of people copy and paste.
Yeah.
Meaning that they will watch somebody, copy it, and imitate it and paste it. Yep. Straight up, like that. We don't got people that just gradually just have that type of. No, we do have people. Don't get me wrong. We got. But I'm talking about as far as battle rap.
Yeah, no.
Ain't been seen. Ain't Tech 9, shout out to Tech 9, like I said.
Yeah.
We got a couple other, like, don't get me wrong, you got Reed and Assist, but that was back then. I'm talking about with this era. He just said 2014. He said that. What young boy you know in 2014 sound like that?
And that was off the top. I shocked myself.
Off the top.
I shocked myself. I said, what the fuck did I just say? That shit went crazy. So then, he wasn't even a sore loser. So that's my man. To this day. Shout out to Young Will, man. He was like, yo, bro, you got that shit. I know somebody that do da-da-da. I'm going to link you with him, whatever. So I'm like, all right, it's cool. In my head, I keep bullshitting. Like, he kept calling me every day. Yo, you calling me at the set the joint? You calling? Oh, I'm going to call him right now, bro. You know how you bullshit. He just kept calling. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to do this. Called the nigga, set it up. Did that joint. And then once I did that joint, I shut that joint down too. And that was just like, yo, at that point,